Well, good morning and kia ora, my stars, from wherever you might be watching in the world. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you very much for everybody that has liked and commented, and I really appreciate it. There's been so many kind words spoken about the channel and the readings and stuff. I cannot say thank you enough. Well, I know that we all love hearing about old Harry and Meghan. But I thought, let's just take a little bit of a break from them. And seeing that I've been doing some reincarnations and who some royals could have been, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about Marai. I'm going to be doing that reading on her, who she could be an incarnation of in this lifetime. But I thought, let's just look at a royal that has been coming up in my readings quite a bit. And that is our dear Princess Royal, Princess Anne. And I want to see who she could actually have been an incarnation of in this life. Who was she before? So that got me thinking. And, you know, when I start thinking, it's sometimes dangerous, okay? It can sometimes be very dangerous. So I started looking through history, and I peeled the layers back to like 600 years, and I was trying to look at it. I was trying to find people, and I was like, okay, well, let me look a little bit outside the boxer wall. Let me not just look just in Great Britain and stuff. Let's expand the search a little bit. Because as I said in Soul Families video, is that they can be from different soul families. They can cross paths, they can cross roads, they can cross gender. I don't always have to be in the same country at that time, okay? So I then eventually went through the history, and I started looking at both men and women. And I came down to 5 candidates, and then I whittled the 5 candidates down to 2. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's have a little bit of a tarot history lesson. Okay, first of all, we are going to have a look. We're going to go right back to 1434, the 18th of September, to Eleanor of Portugal. She was a woman with zero vanity, and she became the Holy Empress. She was known for her sharp tongue and an analytical mind and a passion for hunting, and she showed the same physical stamina as we see as in the Princess Royal today. Okay, then I thought, okay, well, let's look a little bit more, and I dug some more, and then I came across the name of a lady, and her name was Margaret of Austria, and she was born on the 10th of January 1480. She was widowed young, and she refused to marry again. She chose to rule as a governor instead. She was a master diplomat with a legendary dry wit, and a woman who prioritized the firm over her own heart. Does that sound familiar? So now, a man popped up. And the man that popped up was Prince Augustus Fredrick, and he was born in 1773, January the 27th. And, excuse me, no idea why he started barking when I mentioned Prince Augustus Fredrick. Maybe because I've got Fredrick as one of my family names. One of the family names in my family is Fredrick. Maybe it was my grandfather, because he was a Fredrick. Frederick Johannes. Maybe he was around me at that point in time. Very interesting. Yes, it was him. It was him. Sorry about that. I'm digressing. Okay, so let's carry on with Prince Augustus. And he was the rebel son of George III, and he had no time for royal spending and being, royal. He spoke his mind, and he dedicated his life to the practical and social causes, and this is sort of like lining up with Anne's energy. She doesn't care about red tape or the red carpet. She is who she is, and she just gets on with things. Then I looked a little bit further, and I came across a namesake of hers, and that is Princess Anne of Orange. She was born on the 2nd of November 1709, and she was a formidable equestrian and an age of carriages. She was clinical, decisive, and famously brisk. She didn't want to be loved, she wanted to be effective. And then our final candidate number 5, Isabella I of Castile, born on the 22nd of April 1451. She was known as the Soldier Queen. She ruled from the saddle, traveling thousands of miles across a rugged terrain to personally oversee her kingdom. And she rejected decadent fashions for a life of simple, disciplined duty. Okay, now I whittled it down after sitting and I asked some yes and no questions, and I got yes and no answers, and that I did last night to see which of the 5 candidates are the most likely. And my cards told me I need to whittle it down to 2. Isabella of Castile and Anne of Orange. Okay? So, I don't know why my cards told me this. But then I just looked a little bit more into the history. And I looked at Princess Anne, and you've got to have the horse and the hardship. And then I looked at Isabella, and she gave us the physical endurance. The woman who would rather be at the rein of a horse than a silk dress. But then Anne of Orange, it's almost like there was a little bit of there's also a blueprint there. And she was the original Princess Royal. She also had that sharp tongue and a clinical mind, and she always protected the institution. And she proves and she sort of proved that the most effective royal is the one that isn't trying to be a celebrity. Okay, so now that we've got these 2 ladies on the table, let's see what the cards have got to tell us. I'm going to split it into 5. I think what I'll do is I will do Isabella on the left, and I will do Anne of Orange on the right. And the only reason why I'm doing it is because of the years. Isabella was there first of the 1400s, and then it was Anne, which was later on. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the cards have got to tell us. Let me take that away. Let's have a look here. What have the cards got to tell us? What have the cards got to tell us? Can you please tell us? Can you show us who is Anne Princess Royal today? The most likely incarnation of between Isabella of Castile and Anne of Orange. Let's have a look here. Let's see if we... Oh, we got some news coming. There's a partnership agreement. Okay. It's showing that showed me the binding of the souls, the two. Okay. Let's see if we can find some Queen of Wands. Let's see if we can find some Strength cards. Let's see if we can find an Empress, etc., etc. Let's have a look and see what the card. Okay, these cards are definitely ready. Let's do a cut. Isabella left, and of orange right, and let's see which is going to be the stronger candidate of these. And it tells me to do that. Let's see who's going to be the strongest of these two ladies. Pack out 5 cards for Isabella, and then I'll do Anne. And let's leave them face down. Not like I made the boo-boo the last time, where I just started turning them upside right. Listen to my English, upside right. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's leave those there. Drum roll. Let's unveil. Let's see. Isabella first. Here we go. Emperor. 5 swords. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. A Tower moment. 10 of Swords. Queen of Wands upright. Interesting. Okay. Let's I'm wondering, shall we flip these now, or shall we first dissect these? I've done it wrong. I was going to do 5 cards. I did 6. I did 6 cards. Guys, I don't know. I've done something here. But okay, let's flip these. Victory. Swords. Horse. Knight of Wands upright. The Strength card. Okay. This is very strange. Okay, let's have a look here. Isabella the Emperor. She was, I said Empress earlier, but this is an Emperor, because it's also the masculine energy that's coming through. She had absolute power. She was maybe just too rigid. And she's quite rigid. That's what's coming through to me. It's quite rigid. And this 5 of Swords here upright is telling me it's about a life of conflict and battle lines that needs to be drawn all the time. Always have to be battle lines. It's going to be. It always feels that there's just war, fight. This 3 of Pentacles here in reverse is, it's almost like there is a solitary fighting, being on your own all the time, not always people having around you to work with you, almost having to do things on your own the whole time, standing on your own feet, not having the support. This Tower moment here, the sudden violent upheaval, breaking things down. Anne was breaking the mold. Anne was breaking the mold here. Okay, I'll get there now. Something has just come through. Something just came through. My guide just told me something, but I'll get back to the Tower card. Let me go in here with the Ten of Swords. A cycle of that ends in exhaustion. And it is almost the soul is ready to reset. Bringing a reset, bringing a change. This Queen of Wands upright here. The fire, the independence, a love for the outdoor, looking towards the future. Okay, I'll make my verdict in a moment, but why I said this Tower moment, and remember, Tower moments doesn't necessarily have to be a downfall or something bad or bad news. Anne was born in the role as Princess Royal. I'm not saying that Isabella represents her, but this Tower moment is telling me, like Isabella that broke things down and broke down the norms of the way things were doing, okay? She had quite a bit of strong masculine energy about her as well. And like with Princess Anne, she is Princess Royal. She was the second born, but she moved down the line of succession. But her second, which I say was her birthright, made the Queen change things around so that the line of succession is now being changed to Princess Charlotte being the next in line. So it doesn't skip the female. And that was breaking, it was breaking the cycle of the patriarchy, the male heraldry. That's Isabella. Now let's have a look here at Anne of Orange. Anne of Orange here. Anne of Orange with this Six of Wands. This is victory. This is the public's adoration for her. And she has earned the respect. She's earned the respect as a modern Princess Royal. Okay? She has earned the respect. This King of Swords here is her sharp tongue, her wit, her clear-cut decision-making that she makes. She's the constant. She's constant, but she doesn't know how to sit still, actually. But she is the constant, and she's still the constant now. Then we've got this Knight of Wands here, and this Knight of Wands here is Anne not knowing how to sit still. It's the fire in her. She's always on her horse. She's always at the happiest when she's on the back of a horse. This Strength card here. See, and this ties in with her equestrian. Stumbling over my words. Equestrian. This Strength card here, it is her taming the lion. She's taming the beast. She's got the grit. She's got the mastery. She knows how to use her soft power. Use her soft, gentle power to tame the beast. This Two of Wands here, in reverse, is... if she could, this is telling me that if she could, she would just look elsewhere, do something different. If she didn't have to be royal. Not moving forward, and she would have done something different. Had she not been royal, she would have turned her back. If she didn't have the duty, she would have turned her back. This 10 of Cups in reverse here, that's a very, very strange card. This is telling me that there is no unity. There is no happy family. Okay. She has had a broken family. She was married twice. The broken family. Broken twice. Broken family. And that's why she's putting duty above all. Wow, this is a difficult one. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to make a verdict. I'm going to pull 1 or 2 more cards. Sorry, my friends, I just had to pause there. Obviously, you heard a phone call coming in. I just had to deal with something at work because if you wonder, I do a lot of work from from home, and I go into the office, you know, whenever I need to and stuff. So I spend about 4 hours and so at the office, and the rest of the time I work from home because I'm fortunate enough that I can work remotely. So, and okay, so where was I? Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, these 2 cards, Isabella and Anne, her namesake, they both got very, very similar traits. Both her cards have come up as what? Let's have a look and see. I'm just gonna have a look and see here what the underlying energy is. I'm just gonna shuffle. Can the cards give me an answer? I'm going to pull 1 card for Isabella, and I'm going to pull 1 card for Anne of Orange to see which personality it actually is, because this is sort of like hung at the moment. Could she have been both in previous lives? That card came out. No, that card fell funny. Can you please tell us? Please tell us. Isabella. And here's the Empress in between. Jesus, cracky Moses. These cards. Oh, give me a second. I've just got to name her. Sorry, it was just my one neighbour that just quickly stopping to say good morning on their dinghy and showing off his new dinghy that he got. Oh my goodness. Goody. Oh, these cards. Really? Do you have to do this to me? You have to do this to me. Okay, let's dissect these guys. Sorry, I didn't see this going this way. Let's look at Isabella. The nurturer. And this is the Empress here. Remember I said in the beginning the Empress. The Empress energy. Look at the Emperor and the Empress. And here's the King of Cups in reverse. The nurturer, the hold on, the grounded person. The strength. Look at all the feminine energy here. Then here, the Page of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is telling me that this is still quite a young energy. This is still a young energy. And then this is the King of Pentacles here. Money, earth. Also grounded, keeping your foot on it. But this is not the energy of Anne. Because she's not about splendor. Why? Okay, I'm going to make a call, guys. I'm going to make a call. If you disagree with me, let me know. I don't mind being corrected. I'm going to say that Princess Anne, Princess Royal, is Isabella of Castile. Isabella of Castile. And the reason why I'm saying it is I'm looking at all the feminine energy. The Queen and the Queen, the Empress and the Emperor. The upheaval, the Tower. Here's King Charles. Here's King Charles. Here's William, it's archetype. And this is not legacy. It's telling me to stop the legacy from crumbling. Okay. It makes sense. Sorry, this makes sense. Now that it's come out here, and I'll explain why. Princess Royal, Princess Anne, she was supposed to have been second in line. She was supposed to be second in line, but she's not. And that has changed things for William's legacy. For William's legacy. For William's legacy. Am I right here? Cards, am I right here? Is Isabella, was Princess Anne in a previous life Isabella? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. She's the hard worker. The hard worker. Okay. So, my verdict. I was leaning towards, personally in my mind, I was leaning towards Anne of Orange. But the way that the cards have played out here, and they've told me Princess Anne has been reincarnated, was the incarnation of Isabella. The strong masculine and the feminine energy that's coming through. There's Charles. She was supposed to be second in line, but she was not. She broke the cycle for William's children. And she's got the intuition and everything. And she's the keeper of secrets. Keeper of the trusts. Keeper of the family. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And sorry for the interruptions that we had during this this reading. But yes, please like, share and subscribe. And I am going to be moving on. I will also do one about Princess Catherine as well. But I think before we get to Princess Catherine, seeing that we've got Anne's strength on the table at the moment, I am going to do the one on Meghan Markle. I have whittled it down to two candidates. And I think you're all obviously typing, yeah, one of Henry VIII's wives that went choppity chop, chippity chop. Maybe, maybe not. Let's have a look and see what the cards are going to tell us and what I've whittled it down to. So there we go, my friends. Enjoy your day. Speak to you soon. Bye.